So we are in Australia, in Victoria, with a Shiraz that is sparkling, which is super fun, a red sparkling from Little Brunswick Wine Co. It's called what's called Tidy Town Shiraz Pét-Nat. So they have a little like few different types of collections. So the Tidy Town one, you've probably seen, we have a collection of 3 of them. They all have fun little birds on the front. I think they're all also sparkling as well. But I love this one because sparkling reds are becoming so popular. And I think that we've had a couple of sparkling Shirazes that have just been really lovely. And I just love the idea of this for winter. Honestly, it's good whenever, but we're gonna, because I can't pour on it, we're gonna be drinking it with burgers tonight, which I feel like is perfect. That's way getting ahead of myself. So the color, it's quite extracted. I still assume it probably did not get that much time on the skins. Just because it is ultimately a sparkling wine. But let's try the nose. On the top, it's like very herbaceous. It's like almost like a little bit peppery. Maybe they did like a little bit of like underripe harvesting it when they were still a little bit underripe. That's normally what like green peppers mean. There's even like a little like tropical note. I don't normally say coconut, but coconut is kind of random. Maybe like banana as well. Could be some sort of like carbonic thing going on here. I won't go into what carbonic maceration is, a little bit nerdy, but we have a really great like infographic and blog about it. If you're curious about that, it basically just makes the wines light, and sometimes it gives like bubblegum banana notes. And then like the ones you would expect are also obviously they're like darker cherries, blueberries, plum. Honestly, I'm getting a lot off of this for it being sparkling. It's not super sparkling too. I should also mention that like it's definitely got this fizz. But like you can see, there's not tons of bubbles coming out of it. It's actually hard to see because it's so dark. Let's try it. I just love sparkling reds. I think they're like a trend that deserves it. It's fun because it does have a little bit of tannin, so it must have been had a little, at least a bit of time on the skins in the maceration. So yeah, it's almost got this like spicy note on the palate that it didn't have as much on the nose, like a little bit peppery. And then what we mentioned is also there. I'm not really getting the coconut as much, but I'm definitely getting that pepper note, especially on the finish, as well as like blueberries. Really, there's lots of blueberries, maybe more like blackberries as well. So it is really just a really cool wine. Like you're not going to find anything like this very often, at least because most people don't think to do this style, and this style is done so well because it also just has normally like if you have like a sparkling red, a lot of times I maybe have like 3 or 4 things to say about it, but like this one, it's got a lot of intrigue, it's got a nice finish, like it's just really well made. So yeah, it's super tasty, and as far as pairings go, because it does have a little bit of that grip and it has like this like effervescence. Again, like I love the idea of it with like some burgers, your drunk foods for sure, your like pizzas, your chicken nuggies, as I would say. But then you could also do something a little bit more fancy. Like you could maybe put it with like a lamb shank if you had like a lighter sauce with it. You could even, but it like honestly, it feels like a red. Like I wouldn't put it too much with stuff that is lighter, like chicken, sure, pork, sure, maybe some fish, like heavier fish. And even like a fun one because it is sparkling, like you could put it, and it has all these fruits, like you could put it with like a pie, like a rhubarb pie or a blueberry pie, or could be really nice with it. So yeah, this is a really fun one. I hope that you enjoy it, and it's definitely one that you should share with people because more people should like and try sparkling reds. So enjoy.